Okay, this case is very interesting because it has a lot of elements that you don't see. And the elements here are congenitally missing teeth. This patient has never seen a dentist, has congenitally missing teeth, and his bite is really messed up. He doesn't want to do orthodontics. He's probably, he's pre-50, but he's maybe early 30s to 40s or something like that. I'm not going to talk about people's personal age or whatever, but you can imagine about that age of the person, and he's kind of let things go where he's not really sure what to do. And so he came in looking at, like, what are my options? He's not sure about seeing a dentist. He's afraid of the dentist. He's got a lot of congenitally missing teeth and a lot of funky spacing going on. And what I mean by funky spacing, it's that, you know, this spacing here, you really can't put a tooth there. There's not enough space for a natural tooth there. And he's got a tooth that's like a lateral tooth here, and he's got a central, and he's got this weird space. And then he's got this canine tooth, and he's missing then the premolar. So technically between this molar and this tooth, he should have 3 teeth. He should have canine, first premolar, second premolar, but that's a weird spacing to have 3 teeth there, but it's also a weird spacing for 2 teeth. So this is where orthodontics should really kick in, tighten up his teeth, get rid of the space here, and move the arch out a little bit so that he can get proper spacing for the proper sized teeth in his arch. He's not interested in that, so it becomes very challenging to deal with spacing from a restorative standpoint, meaning if we do crowns and bridges or implants or anything like that, it becomes very challenging if you're trying to deal with spacing that's not appropriate. The other thing, we are bilateral, so we need to have the same thing on one side as the other before it looks really weird. Luckily, teeth are inside of our mouths, and we don't have that big a concern. Like if my eyeball was over to one side in any given position, it would look very weird. But in teeth, you can kind of get away with most things outside of the front 6 teeth that they can be different and nobody really notices. It's out of your smile line. So over here, if you look at the distance between here and here, you are looking at a different spacing between here and here. So now he's got a bigger space here than he has here. So the only way to really deal with this case in a cosmetic position is to do crown and bridge stuff and let the lab work out the appropriate look across the arch here. And he could do a bridge between here, kind of make a fake tooth here, and then add a tooth here, and then somehow do a crown or something here to kind of close the gap. So he can do something there, and the same thing would apply here. He would do a bridge from here over here, and then do it to here, and then somehow make it so that it connects to here. But when he does all that, these teeth here should be veneered or crowned or something. So he could even do it from here to here, here to here, and then do these 4 teeth, this one, this one, this one, and this one, as separate units, so that actually would make a nice smile out of it. So I think that's what I treatment planned for him, was to do the 4 crowns if he was interested in cosmetics. Turns out he's not very interested in cosmetics. He's been used to his smile the way it's been. And he's not too concerned about it, because what he's concerned about is the decay that he has in his teeth. His decay is pretty severe on few teeth. So, for instance, you could see this one right here. That's pretty bad. And this one's very bombed out. That just needs to be extracted. This one we could do a filling, and these are very decayed and rotted away, and those would need to be extracted as well. So he wanted a stage approach, which is fine. It's his mouth. So what we're going to do here is debride his teeth, because he has so much calculus and tartar buildup that we need to get rid of that first. Help him out with the periodontal issues that are occurring because of this tartar. And then we're going to stage it into the fillings, because the next thing he wants to do is protect himself from doing harm or more harm to those teeth that we can save. The ones that are hopeless. We can't change that fact, but we want to make sure that the ones that have cavities like this don't get worse. And it's a lot cheaper to do a cavity fill than it is to do a crown or a root canal or implant. So far cheaper. We're talking 8 to 10 times cheaper. You know, you go from $150 to $850 to $2,000 and up. So this is a fun case in terms of restorative treatment planning, prioritization, what the patient expects, what the patient wants, and this will be a great case that we can pull together for him to make it affordable and at least as enjoyable as an experience as you can coming to the dentist. So, thanks.